The sounds you heard were not 6 hours in real time. It was a compressed piece of what 6 hours can hold. Ordinary moments, small freedoms, the quiet caregivers really get to step into. Six hours can disappear in a single cough. It's 5:12 and Trina is already awake. She stands in the bathroom doorway, watching her 21-year-old son, Sam Jr., lean over the sink. Sam is pale, sweating, shivering slightly. Autism has always made illness complicated for Sam. He can't articulate nausea. He can't explain dizziness. He communicates discomfort through pacing, vocal bursts, and agitation. This morning, he's quiet. Too quiet. Trina presses her hand to his forehead. Warm. Not alarming, but enough. Today was supposed to be a day program day. One of his Monday through Friday days that he receives. He's there for 6 hours. 6 hours she schedules her bakery's heavier prep time around. 6 hours she uses to meet suppliers. 6 hours that allow her business to survive. And now, she looks at the clock. It's 5:17 a.m. Caregivers become mathematicians without meaning to. Trina calculates. If Sam doesn't go to the program, she loses 6 hours. The bakery opens at 7 a.m. Dough have already poofed. Orders need pickup by 9 a.m. Staff is limited. Payroll depends on today's sales. She closes her eyes. The wait is not dramatic. It's familiar. Trina calls the day center. The receptionist answers the phone. Ultimate Day, how can I help you? Hi, Katie. Sam won't be able to make it today. He's not feeling well. Sorry to hear that. We hope he feels better. Unfortunately, he's going to miss our outing today. Trina nods even though no one can see her. Of course, they can't. Services are structured tightly. Budgets are thin. Flexibility is rare. 6 hours lost, just like that. She hesitates before calling her ex-husband, Sam Sr. They are not enemies, but they are not partners anymore either. He answers on the third ring. Hey, Sam's sick, she says. He can't go to the day program. I need to open the bakery. Can you take him today? I can't, Trina. I already took 2 days off last month. My supervisor's watching my attendance. His voice isn't cruel. He's tired. I can't lose this job. And she knows that's true. She closes her eyes. Okay, she says softly. They hang up. No yelling, no drama, just reality. Co-parenting a disabled child does not end at divorce, but responsibility rarely splits evenly. Often, the primary caregiver continues carrying the daily load while the other parent balances economic survival. And when both are stretched, someone always bends. Today, it's Trina. Trina walks into Sam's room. He's sitting on the edge of his bed, rocking slightly. She kneels in front of him. Mommy has to go to work, she says gently, but we're going to figure this out. He doesn't answer. He hums. She considers her options. Close the bakery for the day? She has a financial loss. Bring Sam with her? There's a risk. Call a last-minute sitter? That's unlikely. Ask a neighbor, more guilt. Cancel wholesale orders, then she damages her relationships with her wholesalers. Every option costs something. She grabs her phone again. Trina heads to her neighbor's house. Her neighbor, Mrs. Alvarez, answers in her house slippers. Trina, everything okay? And here is the part caregivers rarely talk about. The humiliation of asking for help again. Sam is sick, Trina says. I was wondering if you could watch him for a few hours while I open the bakery. I'll come back as soon as I can. Mrs. Alvarez nods immediately. Of course. Relief floods through Trina's body so fast it makes her dizzy. The bakery opens at 7:03 and Trina moves through the space automatically, but she is not present. Her phone sits beside the register, volume on high. She checks in every 2 minutes. 6 hours was supposed to create expansion. Instead, today it feels like contraction. 3 weeks ago, the bakery was burglarized. The glass was replaced. The cash was gone. Insurance barely covered repairs. And since then, Trina has felt like walking on thin financial ice. Every lost day matters. Every interruption echoes. Today, missed 6 hours isn't just time, it's money. Around 9:45 a.m., the bakery quiets. Trina steps into the storage room, closes the door, leans against the wall, and cries. Not loudly, not dramatically, just a steady leak of someone who hasn't had margin in years. She whispers, I can't keep doing this. Burnout really announces itself with fireworks. It shows up as a shorter fuse, a heavier morning, the inability to recover from small disruptions, tears in storage rooms. Burnout is not weakness. It is the nervous system's protest. She receives a text from Mrs. Alvarez that says, he's resting, fever down, all good. Trina exhales. Her shoulders drop, and in that moment she realizes something. 6 hours are not just about time off. They are about predictability. When caregivers lose predictability, their entire system destabilizes. She closes the bakery early, drives home. Sam is asleep. She sits on the couch and watches him breathe, and she feels the weight of something deeper than exhaustion. Fear. Fear that if services fall apart, her entire fragile balance collapses. Later that night, she sits at the kitchen table, calendar open, service hours circled in blue. She stares at the word. Monday, 6 hours, Tuesday, 6 hours, Wednesday, 6 hours, Thursday, 6 hours, Friday, 6 hours. She runs her finger across them. 6 hours are not a luxury. They are infrastructure. Without them, her business fails. Without them, her social life dissolves. Without them, her identity disappears. This series is about 6 hours. But today wasn't about having them. It was about losing them. Because caregivers don't just need time off. They need reliability. Trina will get her 6 hours back when Sam is well, when Sam feels better. But today reminded her of something critical. When your life is built on thin margins, even one lost morning can feel like collapse, and this is only the beginning of her story. Before we close today, there's something important to understand about those 6 hours. 6 hours isn't random. Across the country, most day programs and disability services are structured around a standard 6-hour day. Why? Because it kind of mirrors the traditional school day. Because staffing models are built around shifts. Because funding formulas are calculated by the hour. Because insurance reimbursements and Medicaid waivers often cap daily service limits. 6 hours is considered enough. Enough time for structured activities, enough time for supervision, enough time for caregivers to work either full or part-time. On paper, 6 hours makes sense. But in real life, 6 hours can mean survival. It can mean keeping a job, keeping a business open, keeping your mental health intact, keeping friendships from disappearing completely. And when those 6 hours fall through, everything shifts. This series is about what 6 hours can hold and what happens when they don't show up. Next time on 6 hours, the program runs, phone stays quiet, the clock keeps ticking. For the first time this week, Trina has 6 uninterrupted hours. She heads to the bakery, determined to get ahead, to breathe, to reclaim a little stability after the break-in. But when she checks the security cameras, she's stunned by what she sees. And when she steps outside to investigate, she notices something else, something just beyond the fence. A small house for sale on the street behind her bakery. 6 hours may not be enough, but what if the answer isn't more time? What if building a life that works inside the time you're given? Before we close today, I want to speak directly to the caregivers listening. If 6 hours feels like the only time you get to breathe, what are you doing with those 6 hours? Are you resting? Are you running errands? Are you sitting in silence? Or are you catching up on everything you didn't have time to do today? That's exactly why I created the Take Care Time Respite Box. It's not just a box of items. It's a reminder that your 6 hours don't have to disappear into obligation. Each respite box is curated specifically for caregivers, with items designed to help you slow down, regulate your nervous system, and connect with yourself in small, practical ways. It might be a journal, a puzzle, a calming product, a sensory reset, a small comfort you wouldn't normally buy for yourself, because caregivers rarely spend money on themselves. You can learn more about our current respite box at takecaretime.com. And if you're someone who loves a caregiver, this makes a meaningful gift. 6 hours is precious. You deserve something inside those hours that belong just to you. Before we close today, I want to hear from you. If you're a caregiver or you have been one, I want to know, what does 6 hours mean to you? Have you ever lost them unexpectedly? Have you finally received them after waiting months or years? What happens inside the hours for you? You can share your story with me in our show notes or by emailing podcast@takecaretime.com. We would love to hear from you. Some of your experiences may be woven into future episodes with your permission, because caregiver stories deserve more than silence. Your voice matters, and this season is all about you. Please note that this episode features reenactments and dramatized details. While in most cases, the exact verbatim dialogue may not be known, all dramatizations are grounded in thorough research and crafted to honor the stories shared. To respect the privacy and confidentiality of individuals involved, names and some identifying details have been changed. Until next week, take care.